For East Texas high school athletes, a physical exam is essential to ensure they're in good condition for rigorous training. The goal is also to identify any underlying conditions that could pose a serious health threat. KLTV 7's Bob Hallmark has more tonight from Longview.
At Lobo Coliseum in Longview, a team from Christus Health provided free physicals for Longview ISD student athletes.
We're going to check their height, their weight, an ortho screen for their whole body. We're going to review their medical history, and then they're going to see a physician to check heart and lungs again and make sure that they're ready and safe to play.
It's the first of several free physical events for area schools in the next 2 weeks.
Next week, we'll have about 2,000 athletes at Spring Hill.
But protocols for physicals changed in light of recent instances of athletes collapsing on the field.
Blood pressure over time, listening for heart murmurs. Maybe you get tired more quickly than your teammates, or you have chest pain when you're running.
Pre-participation physicals. Can we identify something that may be a problem? Can we alert a student athlete on something that could be an issue?
Michael Smith is a soccer player and welcomes the extended physical to know whether he has any heart or lung problems with constant running in soccer.
In the off season, we have to keep running basically every day just so that we can get used to what's going to happen in the game.
Emphasis is placed on history of concussions and trying to determine if students have any undiagnosed cardiac problems.
If you've had several concussions, we're going to have a longer conversation too. Family history that we need to look out for, so if you've lost somebody in your family to a heart event.
All for one important purpose: player safety.
Just to make sure that everybody's safe and everybody walks off the field.
Bob Hallmark, KLTV 7 News.
And get this, today alone, the Christus Health team gave physical exams to around 500 Longview ISD student athletes.